Grand opening, grand closing.
All right, welcome, my friends, my family, my fellow gamers, your only friend, these YouTube streets, Porter Rock 77, back with another video. Now, hear me out, check me out. I see the conversation about Xbox Rock Ally, Xbox handheld. Listen, who gives a shit? It doesn't matter. Whatever. Let them pay their $1,000. Listen, $1,000 for something that you can't play, Grand Theft Auto 6 when it comes out, worthless. So let's move on. Let's talk about something that's actually important. Let's talk about something that people actually buy, and that's PlayStation, right? Of course, you also have Nintendo, but in the space of high-end console gaming, PlayStation. Okay, so Sony officially launched the updated model of the PS5 in Europe, and there's already screenshots of it. You know, now it's no longer that little shiny thing. It's matte finish and stuff like that. They went back down to 825 gigabytes of SSD instead of 1 terabyte. It's clear Sony's trying to cut costs to keep the price as low as possible. Here's the thing. This is what they should do. They need to work on the PS5 Super Slim. They need to work on a PS5 Super Slim. Okay, let's talk about that first, and then I'm going to talk about why I think they're able or should be able to do it. First off, with the Super Slim, keep it basic. You don't need to do plates for customizations. Cut all that out. Matte finish, no shiny stuff, basic buttons, right? You don't even need to do this drive or whatever. You could just make it digital only, right? Mods really small, simple design, nothing sexy. It only serves one purpose: to keep the price low as possible, so that way it could go back into the, how would you say? It needs to go back, right? The console needs to go back into the region where it could massively sell, which is the $300 price mark. That should be their goal. How can we get this console down to the $300 range, right? And I say the Super Slim, right? Could be digital, all digital. Very boring design, simple, right? Shrink down the components, simple design, matte finish, nothing sexy. Not going to get plates. You're not going to get, custom consoles or any of that weird stuff. The most simplest design. It only serves one purpose only: to get the price down as low as possible, because for the majority of the consumers, that's all they're going to really care about. You release a Super Slim for like $350, $300, it's going to shoot up, right? So you figure this is what you have. You have the Super Slim, right? Then you have the PS5 Slim, which is the one where you can get digital, but if you have the option to slap in, the disk drive, and then you get the PS5 Pro, which is digital, but you have the option to slap the disk drive. That's it. Those are your three models. The Super Slim, for the people that just really want the cheapest PlayStation console possible. They don't care how it really looks. They don't care if it really doesn't really look sexy. They don't care if you don't get customization plates. None of that. Just simplicity as possible. Small, Super Slim, $300, $350. Boom. It will sell. All that's good stuff, right? PS5 Slim, for those that do want that option to, if they choose to, get a disk drive, also customize plates if they want to do stuff like that. And then, of course, Pro, if you want the best console this generation. Simple. That's what Sony should focus on. Now, why do I think they should focus on that? Well, it's clear. There is no competition. Nintendo just rolled out their Switch 2, so that thing's going to be around for a good 7-8 years. What is this? 2025 plus 8 years is what? 2033. So they're not going to roll out the Switch 3 till 2033. You're good. Xbox, no one gives a damn about that hardware. Just like Mikey Barr said, the console is dead. Ain't nobody giving a shit about no Xbox Magnus. It's the same fanboys that cap for this trash ass brand over the last 2 generations. There's not enough people to really care about Xbox in general. Xbox Magnus is gonna flop. No one cares. This whole, oh my god, has Steam. No one cares. No one cares about an Xbox for Steam. The people that are talking the most about it is the PC gamers, but they already got a PC with Steam. So it's not like they're gonna buy it. They're just talking. It's just talk. No one cares about Xbox Magnets. Trash ass hardware ain't gonna sell. No one cares. Whatever. Okay. So in this environment, who does Sony have to compete with in order to try to push out hardware? Powerful hardware? Nobody. Right? If anything, after this state of play, with the excitement of Soros, Wolverine, and then of course Grand Theft Auto, right? Cory Barlog's new projects, things like that. People want more games. That's what the energy is. People want to enjoy their PlayStation 5. People want to enjoy their PS5 Pro. Just release more and more games. The thought of better ray tracing and all this other stuff, that's not really on people's minds. Maybe the few niche hardcore gamers, but that population is so small. In fact, I would say that let's say the PlayStation 6 was to launch in 2027, a lot of people wouldn't buy it because they're enjoying the PS5 Pro. Kind of like how a lot of people stood on the PS4 and it took them a while to finally jump onto the PS5. I think that will be even worse. I think more people just stay on the PS5 and PS5 Pro and just sit on the PS6 for a long while. So for that, don't launch something that the community is not ready to have or really asking for. What the community is asking for is, hey, get more games, release more first party, get more third party titles, get more big blockbuster games, and get the price down. That's it. More games, price down. More games, price down. You see the games, Sorrows and, Wolverine is coming through. Intergalactic is coming through, right? So a lot of great games is coming through. One of the biggest games of the gen, Grand Theft Auto 6, which is going to run best on Pro, of course, is coming through. The titles are coming through, right? But they need to get the price down. And the best way to get the price down, the PS5 Super Slim. Get that PS5 Super Slim. Get it out there. Get the price down. Get that thing at $300, $350. Makes the gamers happy. That's really what the gamers want. More games, cheaper price. No one's really asking for the PlayStation 6. Give that time to cook. And I will say this: if you let it cook for a little while, if you delayed this launch of the new generation, which you really can't even say is generations anymore, but 2030, perfect. 2030, sweet spot to launch a new console, right? Because that gives us another 5 years to enjoy the PlayStation 5. It's going to be great. And I would say in 5 more years, now you'll have the community really in on, ready for the next generation stuff. I think 5 more years, you let this generation cook, they'll be ready in 2030 to adopt the new console. And because you waited longer, technology gets better, more technologies out there. I think you will release a more powerful, proper console and stuff like that. And also, the world might be a little bit different. What I mean by that is, the 2028 election comes around. Tariffs might not be as crazy in 2030 as it is now. There's a lot of changes, right? But I think right now, main focus, more games, cheaper prices, and you got no competition. Nintendo already released their new console, their new product, so you ain't got to worry about them. That Switch 2 is just going to stay there all the way on to 2033, if it's like around 8 years. Xbox, no one cares. No one buys that. It's just internet talk. Xbox Magnet's a flop. No one cares. No one's all of a sudden going to buy an Xbox because it has Steam. Get out of here. It's trash. PlayStation. Focus on more games, cheaper prices, PS5 Super Slim. Win. Everybody will be happy. That's it. Anyway, you let me know what you think. Hit me up in the comment sections. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, stick around, see more content. Check out my latest video also as well. And don't forget to hit the like button. Your only friend is YouTube Streets Porter Rock 77. And I am out of here. Peace.